Welcome troops to week 3 of this 3-week mini build to the Alsager 5-mile road race. That's a running road race. Yes, I'm on my bike because we do duathlon, we do bike run, and lots of other stuff. Week 3 starts off with another session in the Zwift Build Me Up plan. I'm on week 5 and today's session is called Escalation. These sessions are really hard and I've got gym legs from yesterday, but I'm just going to get it done. I'm just going to get stuck in and do the best I can. I won't labour the session too much on this video, or the whole week accumulated gets too long to stick onto YouTube to be interesting. But all I can say is it's going to hurt, it's quite long and I'm going to struggle, but we'll catch up when we get it done. The reason why this session is called Escalation, I'm about 45 minutes in now. 2 blocks of sweet spot with some increased intensity thrown into those 2 blocks of 12 minutes, and now we're reaching into some more like VO2 max pyramid ramp ups and ramp down, and this is like the middle part of the work sets, and then we go even more intense afterwards. So let's get stuck in. Holding strong at the moment. Yeah, these pyramids are hard, but more importantly the recovery is not recovery. It's about 3 watts per kilo kind of tempo. First ramp up done, it's already hurting. Oh, my legs are toast. Come on. Yeah, we done it. Okay, that's a wrap. Session done. Really pleased to be able to grind that one out, especially after the gym work yesterday. I was feeling pretty rough Thursday, Friday from the track session. Key session done on the bike, recover, and then focus on a key session next on the run. Not quite sure what that'll be next. Maybe track again on Wednesday. We'll see. So it goes. Thanks for joining. Put you up on the Monday of this week 3 of the mini build to the Alsager 5-mile road race. Thanks for joining in. Good evening folks, start of week 3. It is Monday evening. Been a bit of a shocker of a day for lots of different reasons, nothing to do with training. So what's on the cards today? After that key session yesterday, which was quite tough, legs don't feel too bad. So I'm going to do warm up on the bike, which I'm doing now, and then a hill treadmill session, which will be good to do because again it's really cold outside, and I'll get some good controlled running done on the treadmill, and then we'll decide what I'm going to do for key sessions tomorrow and Wednesday, hopefully back on the track. Hello folks, right, we get on the treadmill. I'm just doing some sort of warm up, see how the calves feel, a bit of mobility, active kind of stretching. There is a slight kind of pull. Pull's a bit of a stronger word, but I'm feeling in my right calf still. So let's see how that goes, because I don't want to aggravate that too much now and turn it into an injury just by pushing through. So I might need to ease back. I want to train on the track, but spikes, track, calf, pacey running, not so good. Hill running, even on the treadmill, maybe not so good. Let's see how it goes, and we'll make a call on what to do. Right, so we're near the end of this session, which has been 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, with 30 seconds on, 6% gradient, and then take the gradient off totally, the gradient, not the ingradient, but up the speed slightly, and do a pyramid down. So now we're all the way down. So the speed goes up, gradient comes off. It's just continuous with short break like you just saw to adjust the settings. So we're at 3, 53k pace now. Feels alright downhill, well not downhill, on zero, but then because we increased it, we take the incline back up at that pace, and the next one the incline will come down but the speed goes up. Reverse pyramid, yo-yo, whatever you want to call it. Calf's okay once I get into it. I'll give it some massage tonight. Hello folks, welcome back and welcome to Tuesday. It is week 3 and the week is slipping by very quickly. So I'm doing the next session in the Zwift Build Me Up plan today after yesterday's session, which was an easy spin and hill treadmill session. Not too intense, but my legs are not feeling great during this session today, which is called Method. No idea why it's called Method. Somebody's got to create some catchy names, haven't they? Yeah, and why aren't my legs feeling very good? I think it's an example of how life can affect your training, how you feel, stresses, fatigue, how well you sleep, how life hits you with the bumpy parts and the smooth parts. At the moment there's more bumpy parts, and I think that's indicative of the way I'm feeling. So I'm just going to note that. There's no way around it. That's life, isn't it? And I'm just going to roll with it. So I'll get this done in the bank and be pleased that I've done it. It's not the most intense session in this Build Me Up plan that I've done, but I do have to say I'm feeling the most stale out of all the sessions I've done in the plan. But never mind. Tomorrow, back on the track, and we're going to test some spikes. And there's a video coming out all about track spikes for the older runners like myself. What do we need? Do we need cushioning? Do we need speed? Do we need some kind of propelling super shoes? Probably all three. So that'll be interesting. Out soon. So I'll catch you tomorrow down at the track. To report that I'm starting to hobble a bit. My right Achilles is giving me a bit of jip. It has been all day. It just appears out of nowhere. I guess I've just got to roll with it, deal with it, do what I can. Trying out the new Adidas Avanti spikes. The big test. I'm not actually doing the session tonight with the gang. Guarding the Achilles, I've had a bit of a niggle, plus I want to do a park run on Saturday and not be mashed from tonight. So this is just to turn the legs over, get some leg speed with big recoveries. Still benefit to be had, and we'll see how I feel on Saturday with the Achilles, whether or not do that park run. But for now, let's get these babies tested. Go on guys! Done quite a few extended strides in these Adidas Adizero Avanti, I think they're called. I can never remember the name. They are certainly more cushioned than the Nike Dragonfly, without a doubt. They're just more comfortable. I don't know if they've got as much pop, but I think the legs like these better, and the amount of pop won't make any difference because the legs damper it all anyway. So these are good choice. I like them. Still takes some getting used to. I need to keep on getting these sessions in with spikes on, so I can be really familiar with them when I do track races in the summer. So, happy days. In the interest of highly scientific experiments, I'm going to take the Adidas Avantis off, which are proven to be springy, well cushioned, and test them against the Nike Dragonfly spiked a wall last week. So as the guys finish off their session, getting beasted, Look at me taking it easy. So yeah, run comparison. These are like, I don't know, more padded, more supportive version of these. These are still good, a good pop, but these really good to get used to running faster in spikes. They've got that trainer feel, whereas these don't. So I really like these. Not sure what some of the other choices might provide that I tested in fit only. The Saucony's playing on my mind that were really light, could have good cushioning and pop, and could be a good option. Better than this one, and maybe as good as this one, who knows, don't know. We'll have a think about those, but I don't want to go overboard with the spikes. I feel I've got a couple of good pairs here for use to move forward. Catch you next time. Hello team, welcome to Thursday. We are in a garage, we are doing a Zwift key workout on the Build Me Up plan, and it's called Serial 8. Not quite sure why that is. Actually, I am sure why that is. The description said it's meant to match the periodic table, the value for oxygen. Because in this session, you're going to be short of oxygen, you'll be gasping for air. I think that's the intent behind it. So what have we got tonight? Yes, the session is a VO2 max session. Seems quite straightforward really. It's 2 blocks of 2 minutes at 270 watts, 3 minutes at 115. So it's basically 2 minutes full on, 3 minutes recovery. 2 minutes full on, 3 minutes recovery. You get the idea, with a bit of a longer recovery, splitting the 2 blocks up. No idea how this is going to go. I really have been under the weather this week, for one reason or another. It's not been a good week. My Achilles has flared up, which meant I couldn't train properly on the track last night. And I had intended to do a park run this Saturday, but it's not looking good at the moment with the way the Achilles feels. But let's not dwell on that. My Achilles problems tend to flare up and then go away just as mysteriously as some kind of magic trick. Right, let's get going. Get this workout done. First block done of those intense 2 minute VO2 maxed bursts with 3 minutes recovery between each one. So I've done 3 lots of those. It's now 10 minutes, kind of low end tempo, and then another block of 3 times 2 minute bursts. Hopefully get the set done, and without reducing the intensity, it'll be a good session in the bag. I don't know what it is, whether it's the shorter duration of these reps. They hurt like crazy, but it's not prolonged. And it just seems in my mind a bit easier than the recent sets I've been doing of sweet spot with bursts for 10, 12, 15 minutes. I don't know if it's just the duration. I may regret that on saying that on the second set when I blow up. But anyway, let's get this session done and we'll be in the bag for another progress in week 5 of the Zwift Build Me Up plan. When I'm about to start a final rep. It's gone okay, but that last rep, the middle one of the second block, just started to lose control and I'm feeling the legs blowing up. But I guess that's the point and the effort level that you need to hit, where you come into the last 30 seconds hanging on and then you grind it out, and that's where the magic happens and where the benefits arise. Okay, 2 more minutes, final set. Anything can be done on the final rep. Last minute. Come on. We can do this. Get the technique. Smooth. Breathe. 30 seconds. Thanks for joining me, making this much more doable. Still talking. Can't be that bad. But the legs are going to explode. Here we go. Hey. session done. Pleased with that, as you can tell by my beaming smile. Didn't think I had it in me the way I've been feeling this week, as I said, for a number of reasons I won't go into. But it's always a bit of a boost when a session goes well, isn't it? And I think that did go well. Managed the 270 watts, as you saw from that last clip. You could argue that that wasn't hard enough. I don't know, I regret ever saying that. But anyway, session done. Thursday out of the way. Friday easy with some strides, see how the Achilles is, I think. And then we'll decide what to do on Saturday, and that'll be the end of week 3. And the race coming up at Alsager, the 5-mile road race, is really not far away. I've just got to decide how I'm going to tackle that with the aches and pains in my Achilles and the overall feel in the body, because we don't want to jeopardise the rest of the season by pushing hard when we shouldn't. It's a fine line. I'm not sure I always recognise that fine line, but we're going to try. Thanks for joining, and we'll catch you up on the next session. Hope you're not getting too tired of this view in the garage. Yes, we are on the Zwift Build Me Up plan workout tonight called Times. So called because it's meant to create a profile of effort similar to the times on a forklift, which are pointy at the top. So I think it will be a bit of sweet spot accelerations, bit of pyramid action, stuff like that. It's only an hour workout, and I'm duathloning in this session to make it a run in between the workouts, in between the reps rather, like I've done before, to make it specific to me. For context, it is Friday, and yesterday I did quite a hard workout in this plan. So I've no idea how the legs are going to feel because we're stacking workouts. And if you remember, I mentioned the possibility of doing a park run tomorrow to test the old legs out. But with this bit of Achilles niggle, I think I need to be wise and protect that slightly. It has been getting better over the last couple of days, and I've been working it with some rehab. So I'm going to not do the park run tomorrow. Do this bike run here with the run efforts on the treadmill. Fast feet around 400 to 600 metre efforts in between the bike, and that should guard the Achilles, I think. Bearing in mind I've only got a week on Sunday is the Alsager 5-mile road race, and I'd like to at least hit the start line knowing that I can finish the 5 miles and not hobble. So yeah, let's be protective, let's be wise, but still get a good intensity key session in the bag tonight, and then we can assess what the Achilles feels like after this session. So let me get warmed up and we'll get the session underway. Right, warm up done on the bike, warm up done on the treadie. Yes, so what am I going to do on the treadmill as a kind of brick session in between these efforts on the bike? I'm aiming to microdose my faster efforts on the treadmill. So I'm not doing a great deal of volume, but what I do, I want to microdose the intensity. So I'm only going to do 2 times 400 meters with jogging between. So that'll be roughly a K of running in between each one of these blocks of reps that we're going to do on the bike. I think that's sufficient. The warm up just now, my calf felt a bit tight, Achilles was rumbling away in the background, but far better than it was on Wednesday. Okay, that's enough. Don't want to take up too much of your time with me waffling. Let's get the session done and just put in the highlights to show what the session was all about. Here we go. Just increasing the pace. Just finishing off this last set on the bike, so we've nailed it. We've done runs in between. After this last set, got one more treadmill kilometre broken down. It's 400 metres fast, 200 metre jog, 400 metre fast. Cool down on the bike, session done. Last run. That was tough, tough indeed. Session done. Another tasty session in the bank. I just want to revisit that term micro dosing. There's a number of channels on YouTube that sort of touch on micro dosing, and it's about low mileage, micro dosing small amounts of intensity without wrecking yourself, so you don't do that many in terms of reps and durations, but what you do is high micro dose of intensity. I think that really blends well because you're getting loads of endurance with the bike, getting the legs turning over really fast, short and sharp. There's a place for doing more extended sessions, of course, in the run in intensity, but yeah, for this type of session it fits really well. So thanks for that, thanks for joining. Always good to have you on board, and super motivating to have the camera pointing as well, knowing that this is going to go out to the world. And thanks for the support that I've had so far on the channel, really appreciated. Okay, let's finish this warm down. I've said this many times before, when I'm depleted of oxygen I tend to ramble, so I'll cease that. Thanks very much, and I'll catch you next time.